Hi, it's Mitch from Pickdawgz.com here with your free pick in the Texas Tech versus Baylor college basketball matchup on Saturday, March the 9th, 2024. If you like all the free picks we do at Pick Dawgz, you'll love our premium picks, our best bets. Use the discount code PICK for 15% off. We also have products meant for people who make big bets, people with big bankrolls looking for one-on-one style service. But those products are not available on the website. To get those, you got to text the number you see on the screen. So if you make big bets like I do, text that number. But let's get to this one. Texas Tech taking on Baylor, Big 12 college basketball action. Texas Tech certainly has exceeded all expectations this season, going 21-9, but just 5-5 in their last 10 games and 3-6-1 against the number over that span. So certainly not in their best form that we've seen. And while they're 14-2 at home this season, oh man, Texas Tech and losing at home are not two things that you see happen, not two words you see together. We're used to Texas Tech sweeping the games at home or, maybe one loss, but two losses already, a little bit different vulnerability. When we look at Baylor, 4-4 on the road. This team 22-8, 11th ranked in the nation. They've been ranked all season long, and this Baylor team is absolutely stacked. If you haven't been watching Baylor, man, you've kind of missed out on this. But the thing is that they're 11 deep. We've seen them lay some eggs, though, and look erratic at times. But for the bulk of the time, this team has looked like a team that they can go toe-to-toe with anybody. They're the type of team that they could go out of the NCAA tournament in the first round, or they could win the whole thing. They certainly have that type of talent, and we've also seen them play that poorly at times. They won the first meeting of these two teams at Baylor. That was on February 6th, so a little over a month ago, 79-73. They were 6-point favorites. That game was a push. When we look at Baylor recently, it is 3 consecutive wins. One of those was home against Kansas, beating them by 8 in a game they were laying 4. They lost to Houston by 6 in a game where they missed the free throw with like a second left to go in the game, and the game went to overtime and they ended up losing. Oh man, and that's the type of losses that we've seen Baylor take this year. They have the win over Oklahoma. They lost when they went to Kansas. Of course, they beat Iowa State at home in that first meeting against Texas Tech. We look at Texas Tech beating Oklahoma State and West Virginia on the road the last 2 times. But the last time we saw them at home, they got their doors blown off by Texas, 81-69, as 3.5-point favorites. And considering Texas is leaving the Big 12 and might be Texas Tech's last crack at them for a while, I really expected a lot more from them. We have seen Texas Tech beat Kansas when they visited Texas Tech. They slaughtered them 79-50. I just don't think this is a great Kansas team, but I think you got to give Texas Tech credit on that as well. The Texas Tech defense, not quite the Chris Beard defense that we're used to seeing, but this Baylor offense, they have so much potential, and when they're on, they are on. 18th best shooting team in the nation, 49%. 40.3% from the perimeter. I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop that when they're firing. But on the other side, boy, we've seen them just come out flat at times too, including that missed free throw against Houston that we talked about earlier. The Texas Tech offense is very good, not quite as good as Baylor's, but still solid enough that they should be able to go toe-to-toe with the Bears. In most seasons, I wouldn't go against Texas Tech at home no matter what. But this season, we've seen the vulnerability. And I think Baylor, as much as we've seen them be up and down this season, I'm going to take them in this spot. I'm going to roll with Baylor, and that's going to be my free pick. Of course, while you're doing your picks, putting your bets in, use our free betting tools at sportschatplace.com. 100% free, and they'll help put you on the most favorable bets on the board today.